Hey, Purple Yeti is back. Stuffed. Yeah, that's right. Tonight was the national championship game. Just got done watching KU lose. It could have gone either way on that. Being a K-Stater, got the old Ed Hardy rocking action going. But one of the Big 12, definitely the Big 12 over the SEC any day of the week. Didn't happen. What can you do? It was a hell of a run by Kansas, though. My paws off to them. Congratulations for a great run. Nobody thought you'd win. You played a lot like this team did in college football last year. It's good, hard-working, salt-of-the-earth people out of Kansas. Yeah. So, speaking of football, that's what I'm speaking of. It's the Purple Yeti. I'm back with my ridiculous moniker because, frankly, it's what I do. So let's do this. Between all the basketball and all the hype and the hoop and the hoop and the hoppa and the hoopla, the hippity hoppity hoo, we actually had some news. So let's get to it. Well, first of all, I've been talking about spring practices so much. I know y'all have been waiting for it to happen. Now it's finally here. So, what's happening in the old spring practice land? Kansas and Texas has started it, and their quarterback situations are kind of interlocked, maybe? Let's see here. Let's start with Kansas. Charlie Weiss, well, he blessed dang Christ. We'll do Christ for now. Transferred from Notre Dame. He's the number one guy, which I'm pretty sure was probably promised to him. Then again, it's Kansas football. Sorry, guys. I mean, it is. So he's number one. Jake Spears, I guess, has to sit out a year. He's from BYU. Not eligible this year. Can't play. Don't know if there's anybody else in waiting. But the word is that they've got a lot of either transfers or recruits coming in. Weiss is just pumping them full of quarterbacks. Now, whether or not they can do it, make it, throw it, catch it, run it, break it, cut it, erase it, whatever the technologic that Weiss is going to do over there. I don't know if it's going to match some of the more high-flying offenses in this league. Although I'm beginning to think that the corners turn, and I think we're going to see more of a power-running conference. Not to follow in the SEC footsteps. They don't have any good offense out there. But more, I think, Bill Snyder 2.0, Oklahoma State's defense, which came on well, at the end of the year. And the steam that's being ran full ahead from Texas is going to point to maybe less of a shootout type conference and more into a power running, tough defense type conference. So it might work for Weiss maybe next year. I don't know. When his plan to rebuild the school kicks in, it might be a different face of the conference. I mentioned Texas before, and they're in their spring practice down here, and we still don't know who the quarterback is. Apparently, Ash or David Charr, whoever. He appears to be the guy, even though Case McCoy is hanging on to his legacy at that school and making a push. But last year it was all defense for Texas toward the end of the year, and they actually had to do power running. And what Mac wants, Mac gets, and wouldn't be surprised if Big 12 does look more like a running power type conference, only if being dictated by Texas. That's fine, because I got my hipster purple glasses, and K-State did it before it was cool. They did it last year with Colin Klein. Their spring practice isn't going to start for a little bit, but, we'll find out. Meanwhile, the up-and-comer down south, that be the Baylor Bears picked up a big-time recruit by the name of Quan Jones. As a matter of fact, I think they might have yanked him from Texas A&M, which all I have to say is good job, guys. Golf clap. Oh, and their women are playing tomorrow night in the women's national championship game. So there's a lot of Big 12 flavor at the top of the stack. So that's good. Can't complain. What else? So that's about it. No, I'm just kidding. Kirk Ferentz' son over in Iowa got a job with the head coach. Out of 102 applicants, he got more, almost double the range that everybody else at his level got. And there's some movements going on up there in Hawkeye Land about whether or not it's a family kind of deal. Yeah, it probably is. And no, I don't think it's a big deal. If he's a bad coach, it'll end up being a big deal. But, I mean, lineage-wise, coaching lineage is weird. You know, it is what it is. I mean, heck, K-State, Sean Snyder went from being a punter to special teams. He's working his way up the ranks, and his dad's back coaching, so I don't know. I don't think it's as big a deal as people are making it out to be. I didn't know that this trend of female kickers is, well, booted off. Apparently Virginia Tech cut a lady that was trying out only because I guess her boss at a barbecue joint challenged her to it. So she didn't make it, and she was cut. And, man, I understand, probably be the best way to get on the field, but, I mean, it's not a story anymore. Just don't do it anymore. I'd rather see female football teams myself, and not the lingerie league. That's just kind of ridiculous. They're not built. They need get some CrossFit ladies out there. Women who really are athletic. Put some pads on them and let's watch them play football. Hey, the more the merrier. I even watched the XFL when it was out. So that's that. Speaking of pomp and circumstance, no. It wasn't very pompous, but it is Texas. Ricky Williams' statue was unveiled Sunday. He was a really great running back in college. Not so sure yet in the NFL. He may get like a 30 years from now spot, but the way he bounced in and out and he was working the spliff, I don't know if he's going to really, conquer that Hall of Fame. But hey, the trend is getting statues up of players, and I think Ricky Williams is deserving of it. Yes. Whoa. The ghost of Mac Brown, I guess, is attacking me. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, sorry, Mac. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Bobby Petrino was riding his bike and he got in an accident. May have hurt his ribs. May have broken them. He's going to recover, but, I mean, I don't know. He's out pulling wheelies or something or doing something. Maybe he was driving at night. Who knows? Oh, yes, the NCAA. I guess they want the conferences to have the oversight of bowl games and not like some independent certification or group. I guess what they want is they want to be able to... I think the NCAA is just done with it, really. They're so busy policing they don't want to be organizing 35 or however many number of bowls. They're just like, here, conferences, you deal with it. Which is fine. I mean, they're going to rearrange or realign and do whatever they got to do to keep that money coming in. So you might as well just give it to the conferences and then just, slap their wrist and fine them an enormous amount of money when they mess up. Okay, so, man, you know what? I don't think I got any more. I mean, I could talk about a Pittsburgh linebacker being arrested, some people transferred. I mean, really, you're going to get arrested and you're going to get transfers pretty much every week of the year. College football's so big. A lot of players are dumb. It's going to happen. So, yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm just going to chill out. And I think y'all should chill out as well. Basketball season's officially over. We are still in the middle of spring practice. There's some spring games. They might actually be on ESPN. Check your local listings for whatever might show up. In the meantime, drop me a little comment under here or whatever, or like, or dislike, or mediocre, or whatever. Drop it below. Let me know. I'll get back to you. Whatever. I'm going to pass out from all this excitement of an 18-point basketball game. Okay, they came back. All right, good. They came back. But still, I mean, it was like 3 minutes of excitement. So, whatever. Anyway, I'll be back next week. Probably a little bit more spring practice. Might have some updates for this site. Depends on what mood I'm in. Hope your mood is good. Until then, peace out.